I'm Dennis Bragg of Missoula. It takes an epic film to tell the epic story of a community coming together to raise an iconic airplane back into Montana skies. This weekend marks the premiere of the new Miss Montana documentary in Missoula. Return to the Big Skies, Miss Montana to Normandy is not only the story of the plane's resurrection, but a window into the pioneering world of Bob Johnson and Montana's mountain flying.
We were really happy to find photographs from local collectors that help us tell that story, the State Photo Archive, and the things we were able to pull together on this airplane are pretty remarkable.
Gritty, tough, determined, yet a little old, swallowed biplane. His wife was behind him 110%.
We're shooting the film on a very high quality nowadays, and so to try to balance that was a little bit tricky, but a lot of the old photographs were incredibly high quality.
The film hits all the historical high points, from the tragedy at Man Gulch to the fatal crash that nearly destroyed the plane and the neglect of years.
They flew baby chicks from the south clear up to British Columbia.
Chickens and car parts and in and out of Mexico, and who knows what else that we don't even know about was flown in this airplane.
KPAX plays a role in this film because Ian Marquand went on the flight to go bring Miss Montana back to Montana 20 years ago this coming October.
On Monday in West Memphis, Arkansas, Missoula's Museum of Mountain Flying took possession of the most famous C-47 aircraft ever to fly the Montana skies.
That was amazing, and I was super impressed with how many people he interviewed. Volunteers and everybody you can imagine who's had anything to do with this airplane. You'll be surprised with how many people show up on this one.
And the effort to find parts, make plans, and bring in the Rosies.
These guys, they're just like, oh, we're just going to take this airplane, we're going to fix it up, and we're going to fly it over the ocean. Are you crazy?
From things like scraping this gunk out of the belly with spatulas to folks that were licensed aircraft and power plant mechanics who could, by the FAA rules, actually work on this airplane, work on engines, work on controls.
And the last-minute dash to departure.
It was down to the wire, and you could see the pressure building, you could see the clock running down, but at the same time, everybody still had a smile on their face, everybody continued to work really hard. It was a little bit tense thinking, you know, we get one shot at filming this and really capturing this for history. So a little bit of stress, as long as it's in focus. I think that, you know, that was our goal, just to make sure we caught it on film.
A film that's not just about a plane, but people.
You know, the story of this airplane is about the volunteers and the supporters that made it happen. And he'd like to tell you that this movie is all about that too, and it is. But he's one of our volunteers too. And here we have some local talent, a world-class filmmaker in Missoula, who of his own initiative and time and money puts this film together. And not only is it a film that tells the story, it's a great film. You watch this film, it makes you proud to be a Missoulian and proud to be a Montanan. It's amazing, the community effort that it portrays and the history of the airplane it tells. It's just masterfully done.
In Missoula, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.